The air crackled with anticipation. The Fußball Arena München was ready. This wasn't just another football match. It was the UEFA Champions League. Giants were about to collide. Inter Milan, the Italian giants, were standing firm against the German powerhouse, Bayern Munich. The prize? A place in the semi-finals of Europe's most prestigious club competition. The first leg was about to unfold in Munich. The tension was tangible. Bayern, with their history and their home advantage, were the favorites, but Inter, with their own pedigree and a steely determination, had come to fight. This was their chance to make a statement. The whistle blew and the battle commenced. Bayern, as expected, came out with purpose. Their passing was crisp, their movement fluid. They were relentless in their pursuit of an early goal. Inter, however, were resolute in defense. They absorbed the pressure, repelling wave after wave of Bayern attacks. The crowd roared as Bayern threatened. Harry Kane, the English captain, came close. His powerful header rattled the crossbar. It was a warning sign for Inter. They had weathered the storm, but Bayern were relentless. The first half was a tactical chess match. Bayern held possession, probing for openings. Inter defended deep, waiting for their opportunity to strike on the counter. Then, against the run of play, Inter struck. A swift counterattack caught Bayern off guard. The ball fell to Lautaro Martinez, Inter's Argentine maestro, on the edge of the box. With a touch of class, he controlled the ball, swiveled, and unleashed a rocket of a shot. The ball flew past the outstretched hand of the Bayern goalkeeper and nestled in the back of the net. The stadium was stunned into silence. Inter had drawn first blood. The goal injected a surge of energy into Inter. They grew in confidence, their passing becoming sharper, their movement more dynamic. Bayern, on the other hand, seemed rattled. Their dominance had counted for nothing. Bayern were facing their own set of problems. Injuries had depleted their defense. Key players were missing. Tactical adjustments were necessary. Leon Goretzka, usually a force in midfield, was forced to drop back into defense. The impact on Bayern's midfield balance was evident. The absence of Alphonso Davies and Hiroki Ito left gaps in the Bayern backline. Inter were quick to exploit these weaknesses. They pressed high, forcing Bayern into mistakes. The usually reliable Kim Min-jae was having an off night. A yellow card early in the second half further hampered Bayern's defensive efforts. The second half began with Bayern on the front foot. They had to score, and they knew it. They poured forward in search of an equalizer. Inter's defense, however, held firm. The Italians were defending with their lives, throwing their bodies on the line, blocking every shot. Bayern's attack was relentless, but Inter's defense was resolute. Every clearance, every tackle was met with a roar of approval from the Inter fans who had made the trip. They could sense that their team was on the verge of something special. As the clock ticked down, Bayern's frustration grew. They were running out of time. Then, with just 5 minutes remaining, they found their breakthrough. Thomas Müller, the wily veteran, popped up in the box to slot home a loose ball. The Allianz Arena erupted. Bayern were level. Was this the turning point? They had the momentum now. Surely they would go on to win it. Inter looked deflated. They had come so close only to be denied at the death. But this Inter team was made of sterner stuff. The drama wasn't over. Just when it seemed that Bayern had done enough to salvage a draw, Inter struck again. A long ball forward wasn't dealt with by the Bayern defense. David Fratesi, a second-half substitute, found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. With composure that belied his years, he calmly slotted the ball into the net. The Inter fans went wild. Their team had snatched victory from the jaws of a draw. The final whistle blew. Inter had done it. They had beaten Bayern Munich in their own backyard. Simone Inzaghi, the Inter manager, had outfoxed his Bayern counterpart. His tactics had been spot on. His substitutions had been inspired. He had taken the game to Bayern, and his team had delivered. This was a victory for tactical discipline, for sheer grit and determination. It was a performance that would live long in the memory of the Inter faithful. The result sent shockwaves through Europe. Inter had laid down a marker. They had shown that they were genuine contenders for the Champions League crown. But the tie wasn't over yet. There was still the small matter of the second leg in Milan. Bayern, wounded but not beaten, would be coming to the San Siro looking for revenge. They were still a formidable force, and they would be determined to overturn the deficit. The stage was set for a thrilling encounter. The second leg promised to be a night of high drama, a fitting climax to what had been a pulsating encounter.